Let's quickly prove that root 2 is what? Irrational. So you know what irrational number means. There are those numbers that come in the form of what? Fraction, where the denominator is not equal to what? 0. And those numbers are also what? Integers. So to prove this thing, we are going to first of all assume, we are going to prove it by contradiction method. So we are going to assume that square root of 2 is rational first. So square root of 2 being rational is equals to that it must be in the form a over b, where b is not equals to what? 0. So another assumption is that we are going to assume that a over b is irreducible. Or it means that a over b are in their lowest term or coprimes. Know what coprime means? That those numbers have 1 as their greatest common factor. For example, if you have 2 and 3, they are coprime because factors of 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, their highest common factor, their common factor here, and which is also the highest, is what? 1. So any number that have 1 as their common factor, highest common factor, GCF, it means that the two numbers are what? Coprimes. So So assume that A over B is irreducible or coprime. So these are the two assumptions that will help us to solve this using contradiction method. So root 2 is equals to A over B. Now what are we going to do? We square both sides. Squaring both sides, this will cancel this. 2 is equals to A squared over B squared. When we cross multiply, it will be 2b squared is equals to a squared. Now, do you see that we can divide here by 2 and divide here by 2? So what is this thing trying to tell us that? This thing is trying to tell us that a squared is even. A squared is even. Because any number that is divisible by 2, it means that that number is what? Even. And if a squared is even, therefore a is also even. Because even number times even number, I hope you can see the down. Because even number times even number, even times even, will give us what? Even. You understand? So that's it. Let's continue. So because if you have something like 2 times 2 is what? 4. So even times even will give us what? Even. So since a is also even, therefore we can say that a is equals to 2 times a certain integer value k. Because since we say that a is even, 2 times a certain integer, be it 1, be it 2, be it 3, it will still give us what? Even number. So you can call this one equation what? 1. So substitute substitute a equals to 2k into equation 1. So it's going to now be, anywhere we see a, we put this. So 2b squared is equals to a squared. So 2b squared is equals to 2k squared. So no is equals to 2k, square it like this. So 2b squared is equals to, this will affect this 4k squared. We divide it by 2, divide it by 2. So our b squared is equals to 2k what squared. So if we divide again by 2, divide again by 2, what is it trying to show us? That b squared is what? Even. Because of why? It is divisible by 2. And if b squared is even, remember, when a squared is even, a is also even. So when b squared is even, b is also even. Do you see it now? So what is this thing trying to tell us? That a is even over b is what? Even. Do you see that it have contradicted what we said ab initio, that a over b are, that their common factor are what? 1. So any number that is even, for example 2 over 2, do you see that this 2 over 2 is irreducible? It will give us what? 2 here 1, 2 here 1. Do you see it? It will give us what? 1. So it is contradicting what we said at the initial time, that is irreducible. For example, use another even number 4 over, let me say, 2. Do you see that this 4 over 2 is still what? Irreducible. So therefore, by contradiction, therefore, root 2 is irrational. So root 2 cannot be written in fraction form. So that's it. I hope you can see it. So thank you for watching and may God bless you. Bye bye.